Hello everyone! I wanted to do a video exposing and explaining why Kylo Ren is not an original character. So a lot of people, when the sequel trilogy first came out, they're like, oh, this character, Kylo Ren, he's so interesting, he's so deep. Oh, he's conflicted and torn between the light and the dark, and bullshit like that. However, or what else? Oh, it's just not all black and white. But, that stuff has been done before in Star Wars. And much better in the past. So yeah, there's so many things Lucasfilm did when creating this character that just ripped off past things from the expanded universe. And we'll move on to the first one. His name rips off Kylo Ren. Now, who's Kylo Ren? This guy. He was a space pirate, and he was in the Star Wars Droids animated series, which was the first Star Wars animated television series ever made, if you don't count the animated segment in the holiday special. But this was the first official one in the 80s. So, yeah, Kylo Ren was a space pirate, and he was a villain. I mean, seriously, Kylo Ren? I mean, that's not a coincidence. They had to have ripped this off. The next thing. Kylo Ren's lightsaber is not original either. It rips off Rob Leodarte's lightsaber from the expanded universe. So remember when the Force Awakens trailer came out and they revealed the Crossguard lightsaber? People were like, whoa, that's so cool, acting as if, that's never been done in Star Wars before. But me, who's a hardcore Star Wars fan, who reads the expanded universe and knows the lore, like, that was not an original lightsaber design at all. I mean, look at that. There's the original lightsaber from the expanded universe. The original Crossguard lightsaber. And it was wielded by Rob Leodarte, who was a Jedi Knight during the Clone Wars. He actually survived Order 66 for a couple of weeks. And then he was killed by Vader and clone troopers during the Purge, when Jedi were trying to gather up. Because there's this Jedi that was luring Vader into a trap so they could kill him, and he was there. Alright, there's a DeviantArt fan picture of his lightsaber. So the Crossguard lightsaber is not original at all. It's not like, whoa, earth-shattering that it exists when it was revealed in the TFA trailer. What else do I want to say? Like, I'll just say this, I don't think even the Crossguard lightsaber design in general just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I explained it in a past video, but let's move on. Kylo Ren is a Darth Vader wannabe. Literally, he himself is ripping off Darth Vader. He wants to be him, and he's doing a miserable job at it, I must say. And Kylo Ren's design, not only does it rip off Darth Vader, but it rips off Revan. And there's Revan right there. I mean, look at that. Revan is a character from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. For those of you who have never played that game or never heard of it, just so you know. I mean, yeah, look at Revan. And there's Revan's apprentice, Darth Malak. I mean, look at Darth Revan. And look at Kylo Ren. It's like literally an exact ripoff of that design, just styled a little bit differently and made all black. So now the next thing I'm going to discuss is, you know, Kylo Ren as a character himself. His backstory and all that is not original either. The first one is his backstory rips off Desan's. Now, here's Desan. He's this dinosaur-looking guy. Desan was from... He was the main villain of Star Wars Jedi Outcast, which is a really great Star Wars game. If you have not played that game, I highly recommend it. Or at least you need to play the other games in the series first, but this game is really good. So yeah, Desan. What's his story? Okay, so Desan was one of Luke's students in his revived New Jedi Order. And so Desan was from a planet that was kind of backwater and never heard of the Force, so his latent Force abilities, you know, scared people, and that caused problems later on. So essentially, Desan is a former student of Luke Skywalker. He falls to the dark side, kills one of Luke's students, and then he runs away, joins the remnants of the Empire, and creates his own dark side faction called the Reborn to oppose Luke Skywalker and the New Republic. Another picture of him with his lightsaber in Yavin. Oh, sorry, dang, I shouldn't have done that. So, get this. Kylo Ren, former student of Luke, falls to the dark side, kills his students, runs away, joins the remnants of the Empire, and then creates his own dark side faction called the Knights of Ren. Literally, it's a direct ripoff of Desan's backstory. And so, the biggest thing is Kylo Ren is a ripoff of Jason Solo. Okay, Jason, for those of you who don't know, in the expanded universe, Han and Leia had a son named, of course, Jason Solo. And he goes through a lot of similar things, or he falls to the dark side. In fact, there's a 10-book, I believe it's 10 books, yes, it's a 10-book series called Legacy of the Force. And this book series ended about a decade ago, 10 years. The last book, Revelation, or I don't remember the name of it, but the last book in Legacy of the Force came out a decade ago. So we had a 10-book series all about Jacen Solo's fall to the dark side and rise to become Darth Kaitis. Yeah, Darth. Yeah, Jacen Solo became a full-on Sith Lord, unlike Kylo Ren, who was just a dark Jedi. Sorry. And guess what? Jacen Solo in the book was seduced by a powerful Darksider named Lumaya, who was a Sith lady. Like, Lumaya was a secret apprentice of Darth Vader, and she was one of the Emperor's hands. I believe that's her backstory. And then after the fall of the Empire, she went under hiding, found a Sith holocron, and became a full-fledged Sith Lord. Yeah, and she seduced Jacen Solo to the dark side, and he became Darth Kaitis. Well, guess what? We have Supreme Leader Snoke, a Darksider who's really powerful, living after Return of the Jedi, who seduces the son of Han and Leia to the dark side. This is just... oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. So yeah, Kylo Ren is not an original character. He's just a fucking ripoff of all these old expanded universe stuff. Just like, they took all of that, mashed it into a blender, and called it original, when it wasn't. So, there you have it, people. What do you think? You find this so hilarious that the hacks at Lucasfilm literally cannot come up with any of their own ideas? It's just... oh my god. So, a shout out to General CJG for making me the thumbnail. Like, that was a really good picture. Thank you for that. So, yeah, tell me what you think, and have a good day and good evening, and wherever you are, and I'll see you around.